Back in 2020, a man went on a camping trip to a local lake that he was quite familiar with. While growing up, he often heard terrifying stories of this particular camping ground, and many believed it was haunted. Although many friends and family members would still visit, that didn't stop them from exercising great caution. Supposedly, a woman unfortunately drowned in the lake, and she haunts the surrounding campgrounds. On this particular morning in April, he just returned from a walk with his dog and began to eat breakfast.
It's a cute looking dog.
He enjoys taking videos of his dog, so he was recording him with the beautiful lake in the background. Everything seemed rather ordinary in the beginning until he noticed his dog getting quite spooked. Unsure what caused his dog to become uneasy, he reviewed the footage and was stunned by what he captured.
What? I don't see it.
As the video begins, we can see the dog walking towards the water's edge. Something soon grabs his attention, and he begins to look out into the water. After a few moments, a strange, translucent figure manifests just above the water. Although the lake has fog rolling over it, it's still clear that the figure is something different than the surrounding fog.
Yo!
The figure appears to be wearing a large white cloak, and after a few moments, it completely disappears. While many people in the original comment section are convinced he captured authentic paranormal activity,
that's a ghost!
The skeptics are certain it was simply CGI.
What's a CG? Oh, like a movie?
An American who moved to Japan dedicates his channel to educating people on Japanese culture. He will often show various cities in Japan and the rental rates of apartments. He also will do video walkthroughs to show people what their money will get them in various neighborhoods. In one of his most recent videos, he began to notice comments that seemed out of place. Instead of asking about the real estate, most of the comments were asking him about the figure during his tour.
What?
Considering the fact that he was by himself on his tour, he began to feel uneasy. He never heard any stories about the property having a dark past, so he was unsure what his viewers were referring to. When he watched back the video, he was stunned by what he witnessed.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan.
Bro! I need to move to Japan!
Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of Junimanen.
Once he enters the house and quickly pans his camera from right to left, we can see a humanoid figure standing
$760? Come on!
Behind one of the partitions. The figure appears to be quite tall and staring directly at him. As he begins to pan the camera back to the right, the figure completely vanishes. The camera motion was so quick that it wouldn't be enough
Oh my gosh!
Time for a normal person to simply run in the other direction. The man who took the video is still completely baffled by what he captured. A vast majority of the comments on his original post claim that he captured authentic paranormal activity.
Number 3.
A man has been experiencing terrifying activity ever since he moved into his new apartment. Before signing his lease, he was never told by the agent that the property was potentially haunted. So when things began to happen, he was simply shocked. He has thoroughly documented his strange experiences, and the common theme is that the haunting is done by a child spirit. He has no idea who the child spirit is, since there is not much information about the property's history. He was sound asleep one evening when he began to hear loud knocking coming from the front door. He wasn't expecting a visitor, so he thought his mind was playing tricks on him at first. When he walked downstairs to see what was making the noise, he was stunned by what he witnessed.
Hay un niño golpeando la puerta.
Oh, hell no! Fuck no, dude. Oh
As
no.
the video begins, we can see a small child on the other side of the door banging on the glass.
No.
There is no mistaking that a small child is making the noise, which surprises him since he has no idea who the kid could possibly be. He courageously opens the door, and the
no.
small child completely vanishes. There also doesn't appear to be a cut in the video,
Just imagine this being your house.
so we can most likely rule that out. Several people commented that he should never have opened the door, since the child spirit would certainly enter the property. While many people are convinced he captured the spirit of a young child, the skeptics are certain it was simply CGI. A few weeks ago, a man received a notification from his Ring camera that motion was detected just outside his house. He claims that he recently moved out to the middle of nowhere and has been getting creepy vibes.
What the hell?
He mentions that he has no neighbors around and his house is on a fenced-in hill that makes it impossible to get up to, and is surrounded by a forest. Although he has been uneasy since he moved there, he has never captured anything on camera. He often hears cries coming out of the forest, but just assumes it's a fox.
Fuck no,
He
dude.
did some research on the land and wasn't able to come up with anything regarding a dark and mysterious history. While he was fast asleep, he was jolted awake by the sound of his Ring camera sending a notification to his phone. When he reviewed the footage, he was stunned by what he witnessed.
Hell no, dude. Nope. Why would you move to the middle of nowhere?
As the video begins, we can see a humanoid figure walking on the hill just outside his house.
It looks tall.
The figure appears to be wearing a white gown and walking in a strange manner. Considering he lives in the middle of nowhere, this would be an absolutely terrifying sight, knowing it's happening just a few feet away. The
Bro.
figure doesn't appear to be paranormal. Instead, it looks like a mentally unstable woman, which is much more terrifying.
Yeah, that's way scarier.
A cruise ship graveyard exists on the shores of Turkey, which is where decommissioned ships are laid to rest. A popular TikTok account dedicates their channel to posting various videos of ships. They have never posted anything paranormal, but one of the videos revealed something mysterious to those who examined it more closely. A few friends were on the shores of Turkey
looks like a
and
COD
filming
map.
the massive cruise
That one
ships
map
that had been
with the
abandoned
boat?
for years.
In the
There
water?
was nobody on the ships, and getting access to them would have been incredibly difficult. None of the friends noticed the strange anomaly in real time, but when they posted the video to social media, they were shocked at the comments. When they took a closer look at what everyone was referring to, they were left speechless.
What? I don't see it. I don't see it. I think I just seen it.
It may have been difficult to see, but when the camera focuses on the cruise ship to the right and zooms in, we can see a dark humanoid figure walking from left to right. Due to how far away the cameraman was, it's difficult to tell whether he captured a paranormal entity or simply someone looking for valuable items that may have been left over. Paranormal or not, the footage is definitely creepy.